What's up everyone, ColdFusion here and welcome back to Elden Ring. So this video is basically going to be a look at the post-game content that we haven't yet tackled, optional bosses, optional items and all that jazz. I'm not going to be able to tackle everything. There's a lot of content that is going to be simply gated off to me due to the fact that it's, due to the ending that I chose or the routes I took. Or the particular things I did, where I'm not going to be able to do them all. So, yeah. Well, by the way, you can see down there is something to do with that flower, which is tied to a quest. I'm not sure if I can still do it, though. I hope so. Because I don't want to fight Millennia again. Right, anyway, so this is going to be a lot more highly edited. I'm just going to run through a bunch of things. We have some optional major bosses that we've yet to tackle, so hopefully I can knock those all out today. So, yeah. See you in a sec. Hello, are you special? Yes, you are. Golden Vow. Looks like there's an item over there? Oh shit, the lance was there the entire time? Gonna assume I haven't been here. What the fuck was that? Move's so fun. It's fun when I get to use it. There's just so many of these early game areas in Limgrave that I never tackled. It's crazy. Primarily because they're not really marked on the map with question marks, so I don't really... I'm not omniscient, I can't know where every area is. Even looking up guides is still vague sometimes. That takes you to the bridge, got it. Alright, but hold on, because there is a thing over here. Oh, no, that's just gonna lead to this catacomb here, Death Touched, which I've already been to. Never mind. Hello. Oh, you'll be perfectly easy. Bone Peddler's Bell Bearing. Okay. Yeah, those enemies have really tough moves to dodge. So. Alright. That's one of them. There we go. Oh, you guys are gonna help? That's great. I wish you guys would not help. at all. That's kind of cheap bullshit, don't you think? Piss off. Dude, his attacks are way too fast. He delays it for like 4 years, and then he just swipes really quickly. Alright, I just wanted to fight one of those death birds. Because we fought the death right birds, sacrificial axe. We fought one of the death right birds. And those guys are annoying, but we haven't fought a death bird yet. So it's just slightly different. Annoying. Tomb Sword Catacombs. Alright, there's stuff here. Let's just try and get through these catacombs quickly. They're not really going to have too much of note, but there might be things here that we want. What? What was that hitbox? Another jank hitbox. Seems to be a lot of them in this game, I don't know. Where did you come from? What? Ugh. Ugh. Ah, we finally got the thank you. Alright, let's go for the boss. I'm sorry, what? Who are you and why did you spawn now of all times? Hey, look, it's my favorite enemy. Luthel the Headless. At least we only had to fight that this time. Trying to fight it when it has scaled up health and damage with ads in the fight. That shit was fucking nasty. Okay. That's all we wanted to get here. Ugh. That could have gone really badly. At least we're in the right place. Right, well that was a mistake. No, keep the buckler. No, we need to have it equipped on the weapon. Yeah, that's great and all, but I need you to come over here. God, fuck me. Pick up the pace, you worthless slush shitters. Why does the game think these enemies are fun? Okay. No, fuck, I've got a two-hand. Problem is it keeps building up, even when I'm out of it. Hello? Quit building up, you idiot. I'm not even in the rot. God, this game. It wants to make Scarlet Rot even more unfun. So it just builds up when you're not even in it. Fun. Fun. Come on. What? Okay, so, there's something else we haven't been. I fucking knew it. I was just gonna go and attack this just randomly. It's that simple. Not complaining, man. Not complaining. This is another cemetery shade, correct? Yes. How does the hitbox miss? How do you miss? How is it possible to miss? I hate this enemy. Come here, you fucking worthless shitter. Teabag on his fucking corpse. Teabag on his fucking corpse. Fucking worthless boss. Yeah, I don't know how my fucking waterfowl missed. I just don't know how it missed. I was stood right next to it, and it missed. Gee, I wonder if that would have been useful during Melania's fight. I wonder if she would have missed when you were stood right next to her. No, you stood at the other end of the arena, and she fucking tracks you. Ugh. Alright, well... moving on. Ah. There we go. High Road Cave. Correct. That was tucked out of the way. Fucking nose. It's the worst feeling, man. What? I'm about to say, I feel like these enemies come out of nowhere sometimes. Oh, it might be worth, Is there any more armor we can put on? Like a little swagger? Yeah, it'll look even better in the light, I think. Went that way. Came from that way, went through there. On we go. What the fuck? Oh my goodness, this place is huge, actually. Fucking hell. What are you locking onto? I have to make that jump. The Shemshir. Oof. Oh, that's not creepy at all. Alright, it's a big boy. With no health. Who died immediately. Blue Dancer Charm. I mean, we're in Limgrave, so... this area's gonna be easy. Blue Dancer Charm. Raises attack power with lower equipment load. Flynn's Ring. Nice. Alright. Moving on. Alright, another Everjail. Golden Lineage Everjail. We have a key for this, thankfully. Godfrey the Grafted. It is literally just Godric again. I don't even remember your moveset, buddy. There we go. Interesting. Godfrey icon. Godfrey? I mean, I guess it'd be Godfrey, right? Okay. Enhances charged spells and skills. Not sure how useful that'd be. Anyway. Moving on. I think I could use the crab to, destroy that. This area looks awfully red. Hi. Great One Theodorix. Holy fuck, you have so much HP, dude. Get up. Dude, he has so much health. Fucking hell. I hope you bleed. You do bleed. You just one-shot me. What the fuck? Okay. This literally is an endgame level boss. Fucker just one-shot me. How does that work? How much vigor do I have? Hold on. 50! He one-shot me with 50 vigor. Whatever. There's got to be a way to do some more damage. Hit the head, maybe? Hold on, there's a, entrance here. Oh, you have so much HP. What? How's that a grab? Get the fuck off of me, you worthless cunt. No, 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 no! Heal! You got me fucking stressing, dude. Fucking hell. I think he's still alive, right? Fuck me, I forgot how tough this area is. What's down here? I mean, just give me a rest point at the very least. Cave of the Forlorn. Fine. Great rune. Alright, let's hope that I do not get fucking one-shot this time, alright? Let's hope you don't join in the fray. I do not want you fucking assisting. Go for the head, go for the head. Alright, well, here's where we fucking die, right? Oh, get up, get up. Getting nervous. What are you doing? Stop stuttering! Stop stuttering! Fuck this video game at times, man. ridiculous hitbox. Fucking hell, the speed on that! Ugh. God, you are hard. 180k. New draconic power. I'm sure if I went for the head, I would have done more damage consistently. But he hits so fucking hard, man. Not really a risk I want to take. Hello? But oh, that's okay. Here I was forgetting where the cave was. Let's go explore this area too. There's a jellyfish down there. Mm. What? Oh, fucking rat! As if you couldn't make me hate rats more. Why have you got to put him here? With a sturdy ass enemy. Alright. So. Calm. Don't get angry at the stuttering. Seriously, why is it happening so much now? I feel like this floor is going to collapse at some point. Delay the attack more, you tit. Hang on a minute. That takes me to where I want to go. Alright, let's actually go this way then. Oh, don't do that. Fucking hell. Speedy Gonzalez as I fall to my death. Angry jellies. Yeah, the reason why Melania's rune's not very good is because it's not like Bloodborne where you get HP back dependent on how much damage you do. At least it doesn't seem that way. You just get a tiny amount back. Well, I guess we'll find out. That seemed the same. I had two different damaging attacks there, and that seemed exactly the same. So, gonna assume it's not very useful in the late game where you take so much damage and you get punished so hard for countering. I just don't think it's worth it. Fuck me. Dude, look at this fall. There's no way you could survive. Seriously? I feel like this is gonna kill me. I could put the cat ring on, maybe. That seems sus. Boss is here? Fuck. I guess we did go the correct way. Misbegotten Crusader. Good roll. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. Fuck me. Roll punish the boss. I feel like I'm gonna die. This boss is ridiculous. Fucking hell. Your moveset is absurd. I can't hit him. Stop. 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 Woo. Dude, he delayed that so hard. Damn it. He's aggressive as fuck and he delays his attacks, but he also has super quick attacks. Oh, it's the chemical formulae for every fucking irritating boss in this game. Attacks are either just like, or, and it does loads of damage, or it's delayed and hit, super quick, and they're just hyper fucking aggressive. Yeah, so Millennia's Rune is fucking dreadful. Fuck you! Cheap shit. No! I'm dead. There goes 140,000 runes. Fucking annoying. Fucking annoying! Fucking jellyfish. Fucking irritating my fucking arse off. Yet again. Again. I'm dying because I keep getting fucking hit by you stupid fucking comm laser. Ah! This was supposed to be fun. Stop shooting cum at me. Where's the other drop? So I'm gonna assume I can survive that. Yes. Okay. It's annoying just getting here. Fucking cunt! I can't do anything, man. I can't heal. I cannot heal. The roll punishers are ridiculous. I can't heal. You don't get enough time to heal with this fucking boss. Just fucking chill out. You don't need to be so fast with every fucking move you do. You can just calm down a little. Another roll catch. There we go. The bleed proc fucking saved me there. Golden Order Greatsword. Jesus, man, it's just fucking hell. Every boss feels like a Sekiro boss placed in the wrong game. These are so fast and aggressive, and their attacks have such weird timings. Why a lot of the bosses feel super unfun to fight. Because there were so many times there where I was plenty of distance away from him, just so I could heal. Oh, fuck. Good spawn point, game. That's a joke, because it's a shitty spawn point. Yeah, my point is that there were so many points where I was stood away from that boss, just trying to heal. I just want to heal. I'm still probably going to get hit by another attack of yours anyway when I go in, so just let me heal so I can learn your moveset. But it's just like, jump after you, jump after you, jump after you, jump after you. And it's not the only boss that does it. It's not the only boss. There's so many bosses that do that. It's the constant fucking heal punish, but the entire reason I heal, well, the times when I heal, sorry, is when I'm not stood next to the boss, generally. Like, I'm trying to get away from you, so that you don't punish me for healing, but they still do it anyway. Anyway, fucking Millennia's Rune is awful. It doesn't help you. Anyway. I feel like the next one is gonna be a bit of a doozy. I think this might be the route to the boss fight in question. I think here. Lie down. Okay. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay. Time is reversing. Time is subjective, I guess. Oh boy. I feel like I'm about to get my arse fucking caved in. I have to run past some enemies to get to you too, so... This should be fun. Yeah, there's no rest point here. Can't get on the horse. This arena looks fucking amazing. Oh, fuck me, I'm worried. Let's just check. Maybe it'll allow the horse after this. No, Dragon Lord Placidusax? Ooh. Oh, that's gonna hit me. Heads. Oof. Holy shit. Oh. Where the fuck did you go? Holy shit! Man's got fucking... Man's got Lorian dodges. Okay. Oh, careful now, careful. Thanks for getting me trapped. Thanks for getting me trapped. Brilliant. This feels like death. Boom! Where did he go? That's where he went. Oh, 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 oh. He's got meteor beams. Woo! Man's got my fucking heart racing. Alright, get out of this. Get out of this, get out of this, get out of this, get out of this. Oh. Leave. First try. Right? No second phase. Doubt it. Ooh. I like that fight. That's fucking tough, but I like that. That was first try as well. First. We first tried that fucker. It was close. It was really close, but we did it. Remembrance of the Dragon Lord. It's probably one of the first dragon fights in this game that's actually good. Ugh. Oof. God, at the end there, I was like, oh, don't get too aggressive, don't get too aggressive, don't do something fucking stupid. Alright. Remembrance of Dragon Lord Placidusax. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Dragon Lord whose seat lies at the heart of the storm beyond time, is said to have been Elden Lord in the age before the Erd Tree. Once his god was fled, the Lord continued to await its return. Okay. Suppose we'll just keep stacking health. Alright. So let's, I mean, I guess we'll turn this in, right? Round table. I mean, hey, it's good. As long as I'm not spending 4 hours on a single boss, that's good, because we've got content to get through. I'd rather not spend years doing it. Oh boy. The Dragon King's Cragblade, or Placidusax's Ruin, spews golden breath of Dragon Lord Placidusax, 36 faith, and that is a strength/dex weapon. I could wield that, actually. That's interesting. Oh, it's a heavy thrusting sword. I don't know why I'm enunciating words like this. I apologize. These are the dying wails of the Dragon Lord who once dwelled eternally beyond time. Okay. Cragblade. Yeah, this is definitely this game's Medea, because he literally has the same fucking ridiculous laser beam attack that Medea has. Piercing gravelstone sword containing primeval lightning, a portion of the Dragon Lord's power gained from a remembrance. This weapon commands great power over the paltry, mortal dragons of today. Thundercloud form. Temporarily transform into a red thundercloud and fly through the air, then plunge down with a lightning-infused blade. Hold to increase the reach of the form. Well, we're definitely gonna take that. No equipment, obviously, considering it's a dragon. Alright. So what is my strength at? If 8? I mean, I could probably two-hand it, actually. It's a thrusting sword, though. Here it is. Well, she returned.
I see. You're here.
Now.
I mean, I could purchase them, I guess. Never mind. We'll ignore it. Maybe we'll go back to Moonvale for a little bit. Seeing as it scales better. I think. Pretty sure it has higher AR. Alright. So, see you in a sec. Enter the deathbed dream. Okay. I think this will get me to where I want to be. Yep. Lich Dragon Fortisax. You look cool as fuck, holy shit. Deathblight? Oh, fuck me. This is gonna be bad. That was a delayed fucking hit. Oh, fuck. I just need to get out of the death blight and we're good. Awkward as hell hitting this guy. God damn it, man. I'm probably gonna die. I just can't get that last hit on him. There we go. Woo! Remembrance of the Lich Dragon. Okay. Dragons after dragons after dragons, and we got at least one more after this. Receive Mending Rune. Mending Rune of the Death Prince. Can be used to mend the shattered Elden Ring. Rune gestated by Fear, the Deathbed Companion. Used to restore the fractured Elden Ring when brandished by the Elden Lord. Formed of the two Hallowbrand half-wheels combined, it will embed the principle of life within death into order. The Golden Order was created by confining destined death. Thus, this new order will be one of death restored. So I think this is something I would have been able to use when you go to Marika's body at the very end to repair the Elden Ring. You could have used this. I assume this would have been another one of the options. Of course, we did this later, because how in the world would I know she went here to do this? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's another ending. I obviously was only going to be able to get one ending, so it doesn't matter that much. It's just not very clear. Couldn't possibly know this was here, right? Anyway. It's not as tough as Placidusax, but I feel like I made it harder than it should have been. Okay. So let's go and turn this in as well. See what we get for it. Okay. I didn't read the remembrance, did I? After Godwyn the Golden became the Prince of Death, the ancient dragon fought long and hard against the death within its companion. Alas, victory was never achieved, and its only reward was corruption. Fortisax's Lightning Spear, 46 Faith, or Death Lightning, 47 Faith. Incantation that channels the power of the ancient dragon Fortisax. Creates 2 spears of red lightning and stabs them into the ground from above, one after another. On impact, each spear will burst into trails of lightning covering the area. During the War of the Ancient Dragons, these twin red lightning stakes were the hallmark of one ancient dragon who was called the Mightiest Boulder Stone. Strikes surroundings with a storm of death lightning, inflicts death blight upon foes. Charging extends duration. It is said that this golden lightning was wielded by Godwyn, who befriended Fortisax. Well, I would take the lightning spear. Not that I'm going to use either of them, but heyo. Alright, so that's another boss down. Continue. Covered in blood here. Alright, let's go through this portal. Oh, very dark. Mogwin Palace. Even that's caught. Even that's on fire. Interesting. So this is just a whole other region of Siofra that we never explored. Cool. Hmm. Holy shit! Fuck me. Red boys. Don't fall off the edge, dickhead. I get 2,000 from these dudes? My word. This is kind of ridiculous. Lovely jubbly. Oh, hi. Hi, lads. Can I drop down here? I mean, it kind of looks like I can. Yeah. That's a big fucking burb. Very big burb. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook. What? Oh. Holy shit, dude. Talk about fucking spamming moves. Oh, fucking dogs. Oh, there's another, thing here. Golden Seed. Nice. Yeah, good job. Oh, fuck me. I mean, I'd rather stay the fuck away from all these enemies. What? Can you stop doing that? Can you stop? I'm being invaded. Fuck off. What's going on, man? What the fuck? Fuck you. Worst fucking enemy, dude. Fucking chase you to the ends of the earth. Piss off. You're gonna keep following me, so I'm gonna go and sit down. Oh, I can't because I'm invaded. Here he comes. Alright. You're gonna spam your cheap bullshit. Dude, I fucking hate the birds. I hate them so much. They will chase you to the ends of the earth. They will not let you escape. No, I'm gonna kill you. No. No. Hey. Oh, I almost fell off. How many golden seeds do I have? 3. Nice ragdoll, buddy. Kind of bonkers that these dudes are so quick and easy to kill, and they drop 2,000 runes. Pretty lovely. Alright, there's gonna be some dudes here. What? It's surprising that these dudes drop 2,000 as well, which is that's weird. Because these dudes actually attack you, have more health, and do more damage. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, god, oh, fuck. Oh, god, oh, fuck. Oh, god, oh, fuck. Lot of boys. You missed that? Seriously? Thank Christ for Rycords, dude. It's just so useful. Oh, fuck off. You're gonna get up. Yeah, fuck that. About 8 million enemies. What? Swarm of flies. That's the annoying move that the white masks were using against me. Now, fuck me. Alright, where's the mariner? There's a mariner somewhere. Hey. I just got one shot. That's fucking absurd. That is fucking absurd bullshit. That is absurd bullshit. Fuck you. I killed the dude who summoned you. Fuck off. Still around. Yeah, worthless fucking enemy. That's great design. The dude who shouldn't be around anymore is. Alright, enough of this. Enough messing around. I'd like my souls back. Refund my souls for bullshit. That's the largest hitbox I've ever seen. Holy fuck. Yeah, you can fuck off. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. Okay. Oh, we love these enemies, don't we? They're just health sponges. What? Why was that such... That was a ridiculous amount of blood buildup. So you're supposed to literally just ignore these dudes, clearly. Oh, look, it's fucking this, whatever this is. $2,400? Not worth it. Alright. Oh shit. You know what that means? Who are we gonna find? Holy fuck, dude.
Oh, gee. Are you here as a customer?
Oh! Piss off! Why do you keep spawning? Who's spawning you? Okay, but who's spawning you? Someone's spawning you? Someone must be spawning you. Who is it? Who's the crafty bastard who's spawning you? Who's spawning you? Who is spawning you? I'm not dealing with this shit. Who is spawning you?
Oh, is there anything wrong?
Give me all of these. Give me all of these. Give me that. I'm good, aside from that.
I must apologise. I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
Okay. Alright, buddy, come on. What the fuck? What the fuck? Where did these guys come from? Fucking hell, man. There's so many of these enemies. Just go and kill them, buddy. You're gonna go kill them? Hit them. He's not doing anything. The AI is just busted. The mimic AI is fucked. I can hear this fucking dude Naruto running behind me. No one gives a shit about you. Go fuck yourself. Okay. That shit was dumb. I mean, we might as well unequip that. All things considered. Okay. Keep pumping that into int. Hey, boys. Look at this motley crew. What? That range was fucking dog shit. Lock onto him. Hello? There's a person in front of you. I got parried. What the fuck? Cheeky tosser. What? Fun enemy, by the way. Probably should have kept my magic. It would have been perfect at dealing with all of them. Cannon of Heimer would have fucking rolled them. What? I mean, that was worth it. That was certainly worth it. Can't complain. This looks like a boss. If so, we're resting. Never mind. No, we don't need to do anything else. Alright. Who are we gonna be fighting here then? Cutscene. It's a lot of blood.
Dearest Mikola. You must abide alone a while. Welcome, honored guest, to the birthplace of our dynasty.
More cloud of blood. We fought you before. Alright, well, it looks like you have the same moves. You get punished for rolling away from that. What? Sprinting attack. God, the hitbox on the sword is so tiny. What did he do to me? Wait, what's this? What did this man do to me? Alright. I don't like that. What's he doing? He's putting fucking dark magic and shit on me. I wonder how you avoid that then. Whoa! 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 Oh, he's getting fucking health back, dude. When did he get the health back? Yeah, alright, buddy, but when did you get health back, though? Oof. Give it a rest. Ugh, dead. How do you get health back in phase? Why did he get health back? Don't tell me we're doing this shit again. Do not tell me we're doing this shit again. Do not tell me we're doing this shit again. Please stop with fucking bosses getting health back. It's a stupid gimmick. Fuck it. A stupid, unfun, lazy gimmick that doesn't make the boss more interesting. It just makes him more frustrating. Okay. No, ridiculous. I rolled that. Uh. 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 Oh, fucking hell. It's just a waste of an attempt when he gets all his health back and I have to waste thousands of flasks. Get up! Get up! I hate that I get staggered to the floor like that. What the fuck?! I can't avoid any of these attacks! It's just fucking zoning me so hard. Hey, zoning's not really that fun, you know. This is a dead attempt again. It's dead because phase 2 is just fucking health loss. I don't know how you avoid these incantations. I don't know how you avoid his blood loss in phase 2. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Another gimmick fight. There's so many gimmick fights in this game compared to previous ones, and they're all shit. Hey, FromSoft, you've gone backwards in the boss department. Roll punish bullshit. Quit with the roll punishers. You get punished so hard for... Come on! I was nowhere near that! I was behind you! How can I be behind you and still get hit? What? What the fuck? He hit me from that? Really? Ugh. How did any of that hit me? How did any of those hits hit me? This is bad, guys. This is bad. Oh. I need to stay away from him because my bleed's too high. Look at his fucking health. Look at his health bar. I didn't get hit by that. I did not get hit by that. This isn't fun. This isn't fun at all. Dead. Fight shit. This fight's bad. This fight wouldn't be bad if he didn't get his health back. Again, health back is a dumb gimmick. Bosses cannot fight you fair in this game, and I have no idea why. The duo bosses suck. The bosses that get health back suck. Bosses feel like they have undodgeable attacks. I mean, what the fuck do I do at the start of phase 2? Is it even possible to dodge any of his moves? Like, is it possible to dodge his stupid fucking health steal thing? It doesn't feel dodgeable. It simply does not feel dodgeable. Get up! What are you doing? Why are you on the floor? Why is my character obsessed with not fucking getting up? Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. How do I dodge that AoE? Ugh. He's a shard bearer. Not that I'd know. Mog's Great Rune. A remembrance of the Blood Lord. Yep. Health recovery is bullshit. Zoning is fucking annoying. I like his first phase. I do. I like his first phase. His second phase is just fucking irritating as shit. It's so annoying. Health steal from a move that I literally don't know how you dodge. I don't know how you avoid his incantation where he puts the ring on you. Can you perfectly time his fucking spells so that you don't get hit by the bleed each time? Because that would be silly if that's the case. Did I get 500,000 for that? Wait, no. No, I can't have got 500,000. No, probably 420, right? Like Millennia? Okay. Well. Remembrance of Morg, Lord of Blood, hewn into the Ear Tree. Yeah, so we fought him before. In the catacombs. No, not the catacombs, the sewers. But he was just basically a nerfed version of this. Okay. Wishing to raise Michaela to full godhood, Mog wished to become his consort, taking the role of monarch. But no matter how much of his bloody bedchamber he tried to share, he received no response from the young Empyrean. Okay. So dude's just chilling in this spider egg. Yeah, this definitely is very spider-like. Oh, there's more shit beyond. We went down... we were there before, by the way, if you remember. That's where the Crucible Knight's at the end of the bridge. And that's Siofra. Over there, in the distance, is where we fought the first Ancestor Spirit. And I think there's where we could get an item. Yeah. Is there anything else, like, beyond this, though? Or is it just a nice view? Just seems like it's a nice view. So this was up here the entire time. Cool, I guess. Oh yeah, thanks for the map. Alright, let's turn this remembrance in. And we'll see what else we've got to deal with. Blood Boon. Scatters blood flame before caster to set area aflame. 14 faith, 17 arcane. That's not much, actually. And Mogwin's Sacred Spear. Physical and fire. And bleed. Very low bleed build-up, though. 24 strength, 14 dex, 27 arcane. Alright, let's read the descriptions. Thrust arm into the body of the formless mother, then scatter the blood flame to set the area ablaze. This incantation can be cast while in motion. The Mother of Truth craves wounds. When Mog stood before her, deep underground, his accursed blood erupted with fire, and he was besotted with the defilement that he was born into. Yeah. Trident of... Yeah, it's not really a spear, more... Yeah, it's a trident. Trident of Mog, Lord of Blood. A sacred spear that will come to symbolize his dynasty. As well as serving as a weapon, it is an instrument of communion with an outer god who bestows power upon accursed blood. The Mother of Truth desires a wound. Blood Boon Ritual. Raise the sacred spear and pierce the body of the formless mother. Stab up to 3 times, creating explosions of blood with each thrust. This skill will coat the armament with blood flame for a while. Right. I guess we take the spear. Oh, no, I can purchase his robe. Nothing else, though. Okay. We also got another sword that I didn't check the description of. It is... Golden... Wait, did I? No, I didn't. Great sword made of light, modelled after the Elden Ring itself, forged by King Consort Radagon to proudly symbolise the tenets of the Golden Order, one of the legendary armaments. Telltale signs betray that this was once the great sword bequeathed to him by his first wife, Renala. Establish order. Raise the armament in a salute, releasing a golden explosion. Repeated inputs send out waves of golden light. Okay, well... Still got some more stuff to do, so see you in a sec. Climb to the top here, maybe? Ancient Dragon Lanciax. There you are, buddy. Oh, he hasn't... Oh, shit. He didn't recover his health fully. Well, that was easy. 60k. Lanciax's glaive. Yeah, so... He was roughly here. We never came across him before. Cool. And his spell is... 45th. Sweeps from above with red lightning glaive. Creates a red lightning glaive that sweeps the area from above. This attack unleashes a trail of lightning. Lanciax was the... Oh, Lanciax is female. Lanciax was the sister of Fortisax. It is said that she took the form of a human to commune with the knights as a priestess of the ancient dragon cult. I mean, if you say so. Alright, so that was a lot easier than I was expecting, but probably because we were expected to fight her at a way lower level. So, yeah. See you in a sec. So is this dragon a boss too? Or is he just a random dragon? Hurry up. You are. Rail. Uh-oh. Hey, a fire dragon. We haven't seen one of you in a while. Not really a great area to fight a dragon, though. Ooh, that hit the horse, really? There we go. Simple enough. 80,000, dude. And a dragon heart. This dude was just chill. So we saw this dragon on this bridge before. I thought this was just gonna be a generic dragon. Like, not a boss dragon. So I just went past it. And here I was, skipping out on 80,000 souls at a point where I could have actually used them. That would have been very useful. That did not look like a boss dragon at all. So strange. Okay. See you in a sec. Okay, we're back here, so I think I need to kill Banal for the other legendary armament that I do not have. Will he respawn though? There we go. It didn't disappear this time. Blasphemous Claw. Our Receptor and his gear. Which is nice looking gear, by the way. In fact, why don't we equip that? Assuming I'm not too heavy when I wear it. That is nice looking gear. Swagger. Anyway. We could have killed him before, but he disappeared before I could. So we have the Devourer's Scepter. Where is that? Here. Scepter in the shape of a serpent devouring the world. This weapon will one day become the very symbol of the Lord of Blasphemy. A vision of the future briefly seen by Rykard in his final moments before being devoured by the Great Serpent. Okay. Unique skill, Devourer of Worlds. Charge the scepter with magic and strike it against the ground to steal the HP of all nearby enemies. And what else did he give me? Something claw? Was it a shield? Or was it a talisman? Don't really remember what it looked like. It'll be in the inventory. Oh, here it is. Blasphemous Claw deflects the power of the Black Blade. FB cost, number held 1. It's reusable. Can I just put that in my inventory? Can deflect the power of the Black Blade. On the night of the dire plot, Rani rewarded Praetor Rykard with these tracers. Should the coming trespass one day transpire, they would serve as a last resort foil, allowing Rykard to challenge Malekith the Black Blade, the Black Beast of Destined Death. Okay. So, if I were to go to my equipment and equip that, how would this work? I could just use that whenever. So, that is similar to the pendant in Dark Souls 1 that you can use to deflect Manus's magic attacks. That's really cool. You know, if he didn't fucking teleport away, if this dude didn't teleport away the first time, I might have been able to use that in the actual boss fight. We already opened the chest, correct? Looks open to me. Alright, so... just got 2 more weapons to get. See you in a sec. Seriously? There we go. So they're easier to kill now that I'm a much higher level for this area. Okay, well, regardless, we have... another enemy to face. Another boss, should I say. Misbegotten warrior. And a crucible knight that comes to help him. Oh, I haven't seen that move for a while. Dead. $16k, okay. Ruins Greatsword. I swear, did I come back here and there wasn't a boss? I think I did. I swear I came back here after Radon and there wasn't a boss. Unless I'm misremembering. Weird. Okay. So what sword did we get for this? It's a chunky boy, right? 50 strength, 16 int. But it starts with a B scaling. Physical and magic, of course. Originally rubble from a ruin which fell from the sky, this surviving fragment was honed into a weapon. The ruin it came from crumbled when struck by a meteorite. As such, this weapon harbors its destructive power. Unique skill wave of destruction. Raise the sword up high, then strike it against the ground to fire off a wave of gravitational force. Right, so it's just a chunker of a sword, really. Fair enough. How heavy is it compared to the other great swords? 23, 21. Oh. Not that heavy. Really? Ugh. Okay. Alright, so... to my recollection, there is one more thing to get, but I do need to, just add a little addendum. There is one more legendary weapon that we can get aside from the next one. Assuming I can even get the next one, I might not be able to get it. But basically, in order to get the last one, I can only get it before Leyndell is covered in ashes. So basically, before you complete Farum Azula. So that sucks that I can't get that now until a New Game Plus cycle or just another game. That really sucks. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it just, you know, it sucks I can't go and grab it now. I think I saw people saying it's like, oh, it's really easy to find, like, how did you not come across it and notice it? And it's like, mate, I literally didn't even know this was a thing you could get. Because it's apparently on a spear. On some, like, giant spear. And it's like... I mean, I was pretty thorough when looking through Leyndell. I took my time with that area, and I didn't see it, so... Anyway, one more thing to get, so see you there. Okay, so this... according to all the notes I put down, this is the last thing I decided to, well, it's the last thing I decided to add to the notes, really. There's obviously going to be NPC quest lines that I haven't done. Obviously the multiple other endings that I haven't done. I couldn't possibly do them anyway. Not in one run. There's definitely stuff I would have missed, you know, regardless of this, but I wanted to make sure that I don't know, I tackled most of the major bosses, really, major areas. I just wanted to go over the major stuff. And there was a bunch of individual smaller bosses I fought, but the reason I fought them is either they drop a useful item, or, you know, some useful unique item or spell or something, or they would be an enemy I haven't fought before, like the Death Birds. I fought the Death Right Birds before, but I haven't fought the Death Birds, you know, the different named enemies. So I just wanted to fight at least one of those just to say that I've done it and it's out the way. So yeah, that's fine. Anyway, so looking on the map, we are here at the Cathedral of Manus Celes. Manus Celes. Yeah, like the Dark Souls 1 boss and the Final Fantasy 6 female character. Right. That's the name of this place, pretty much. Yeah, so it's this area, if you remember, where where we fought the Glintstone Dragon. That was a pain in the arse, because I remember it well. In fact, I honestly know why I missed this, because I remember it... What died? Weird. Yeah, so I remember it quite vividly. If you recall, I mean, shall I just play the clip? Maybe. So, anyway. Right. as you saw, I basically came through this area, beat the glintstone dragon, and I was basically ranting and raving about how I didn't generally like the bosses so far in this game, up to that point. Little did I know I would end up fighting some even worse bosses. Melania. Worst boss in the game. Worst boss in the series, probably. Anyway. So, I was basically getting a bit annoyed with the bosses, came up here and was quite critical of them, and I was just talking and stuff, and I wanted to explore the rest of this area here and tackle a whole bunch of stuff. I remember coming over here to this hole and just saying, oh, maybe I can come back down here, and I just ran off and did a bunch of other things. I never came back here. Now, if you recall how we got here, off the top of my head anyway, we got to this region, we came up through the deep Ainsel well, which led down here, which is where we fought Estelle, natural born of the void. Now, in order to get to Estelle, we had to... I mean, where is it? Yeah, we had to fall down the waterfall at the Lake of Rot here in the Grand Cloister. So, I'm trying to think. It's a bit... Let me recall. So, over here somewhere. From Renner's Rise, we took the portal from there, which led to Insel River Main. We went through this area, as you do, progressed through it naturally into Noxtella Eternal City. We went through it, yada yada yada. We got down here. Not that boss. We got to the Waterfall Basin. We came through here, and we fought the... We were talking to Rani's doll throughout this part, because this is all part of her questline. And we fought the Spirit of Blythe, I think? Like the assassin spirit. We beat him, she thanked us for that, and then we kept going. And we went through the Lake of Rot. We went through the Lake of Rot, did all that, yada yada yada, come down, drop down the waterfall in the coffin, fight Estelle. Then we took the elevator up here to this place, which allowed us to get here, finally, which we were trying to get to for ages. Now, naturally, I go up this way to the cathedral, and I fight the glintstone dragon. Adula, is it? Is that the name of it? Anyway, we fight the glintstone dragon, which, if you recall, back to like part 4 or something, we also fought it back here, where Rani's place is. And then we fought it a little bit, and then it teleported away and fucked off. And we didn't see it again. Until we came down here as part of Rani's questline, and we dealt with it here. So then I went into the cathedral, and that leads to where we are now, where I was, you know, getting annoyed at the boss, talking about the boss design and everything. Talking about dragon boss design, specifically. And I ran around and did a whole bunch of other things, and said I was going to come back here. I never came back here. And you know what's really fucking annoying? I did every part of Rani's questline, up to this. Her questline ends down here. I could have gotten a different ending to the game, I think, if I'd have come down here. Now, I've no idea if I can even get the weapon that is down here. I don't even know if it's available to me anymore. I might have locked myself off from it. So we come down here normally, and I guess we're just gonna see what occurs. So her questline ended here, in a random hole in a cathedral that I just bypassed. And, I mean, I don't know, it irritates me. Yeah, look at this, look at this. I missed this. I missed all of this. Where the ring? Because I also got the ring from the Grand Library of Ryolacaria too. Like I said, I did all the parts of her questline, really. Are those fingers?
So it was thee who would become my lord. Perhaps I needn't have warned thee. I am pleased, however. Thou art a fitting choice. I go now to the night sky. It is there I shall find mine order. I bid thee travel the path of the Lord, and once all is done, we shall see each other once more.
At least I can get it. The Dark Moon Greatsword. So yeah, I basically screwed myself out of that ending. At least with Fia, I just had no... I just thought she disappeared. I had no idea that you could really continue her questline. I didn't really think she had a questline. You really couldn't speak to her most of the time. She just told you. Which is not what I wanted. But you can. So, I guess you just have to do Fia's before you, tackle the final bosses and the like. Which is fine. But it annoys me, because I could have gotten, this ending. And it would have been nice to get, since I invested time into her questline. But, so much for that. So much for my dumbass forgetting where to fucking go when I say that I will go somewhere. But it's good that we got the weapon. Which is literally... Where is it? It's gonna be up. Which is pretty much this game's incarnation of the Moonlight Greatsword. Or, yeah, literally the move is called Moonlight Greatsword. The weapon art for this. Physical magic. I can actually wield this. It only requires 16 strength. Look what I have. 38 in, 11 dex. D scaling for strength, C for int. Causes frost build-up. 55. A moon greatsword bestowed by a carrion queen upon her spouse to honor long-standing tradition. One of the legendary armaments. Rani's sigil is a full moon, cold and leaden, and this sword is but a beam of its light. Moonlight Greatsword. Raise the sword aloft, bathing it in the light of the dark moon. Temporarily increases magic attack power, and imbues blade with frost. Charged attacks release blasts of moonlight. Okay. Not to play a pun, but it looks cool as fuck. Yeah. I mean, of course the game had to have the Moonlight Greatsword in some capacity, right? That's sick. It seems to last a long time. Unless it lasts until you unequip it or rest or something. Yeah, it just faded off now. Okay. Neat. So that was there the entire time, so, I mean, I guess if you're not at this part of the game, or you're following a questline and you're watching this, don't forget to do that. Don't forget to do that. Anyway. I guess we go back to the round table hold then. Let's upgrade this weapon just for posterity's sake. Posterity's stake? Posterity's sake. Yeah. I can buy these. Fuck off, game. just in case we don't have enough of them. And we have, I believe, a somber ancient dragonstone that we can just pop right into the weapon, so... my exploration paid off. Is it gonna scale? It's probably gonna scale with strength better than int. No, it just scales with int a lot. So, right, 440 plus about another 300. So that's all right, I guess. 768. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Okay. Now, I don't think I have anything else in my notes to tackle, necessarily. There's a couple other bell-bearing hunters and deathbirds I could have taken out, and a bunch of other optional bosses. Most of them are going to be generic, we've already fought them before, and some of these, like the bell-bearing hunters, are really irritating. I tried going to the Church of Vows and getting that one. To no luck. I couldn't really do anything with that, so that sucks. Pretty much defeated all of the optional bosses I think I really wanted to deal with. I got most of the legendary armaments that I needed to deal with too. Except for the Bolt of Grandsax, but I can't get that, so whatever. Yeah, I don't think I noted at all, but the 4 belfries, there's only 3 keys for that, and we got all 3 of them. So we accessed all of the places we could possibly go there. The reason I was getting confused is because the 4th belfry is a chest that has an imbued sword key in it, which we got the first time we turned up there. So that's just me forgetting that and not being aware. I thought the chest was just somewhere else and that we could access all of the belfries, but no, there's only 3 belfries, only 3 keys, and we got all of them. And all of the keys are located in locations that seem to be related to magic in some way. You get the first one at the 4 belfries, you get the second one in Raya Lucaria, just when you're exploring that area, and you get the third one from Celia down in Caelid. So, and all of those are related to magic, so keep that in mind if you're looking for those. Yeah, we just couldn't get the Bolt of Grandsax, which is the last one we needed to get, I believe. Just a bunch of optional bosses, and as far as important bosses go, I think I tackled all of them. What I mean by that is the bosses that are either unique, that we haven't fought before, or bosses that give you remembrances that are plot-related to a degree, like Placidusax or Mug, Lord of Blood. We also fought a bunch of other dragons too, so... Like I said, I think that's everything that's worthwhile tackling as far as post-game goes. There might be more. Well, obviously there'll be way more stuff to do, including quest lines and a whole bunch of other shit. A bunch of other weapons, spells, and what have you that we haven't gotten. Yeah, I don't have much to say on it, really. Just, we've handled most of it. So, I guess there's not really much else to tackle here. This game has been very long and expensive, and even though I get irritated at some of the boss design, it's the boss design specifically. Obviously, I get frustrated in fights I enjoy as well when either I'm getting punished by attacks I shouldn't be, or just I get annoyed by certain things. There are always gonna be problems here or there, so it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I had issues with boss design specifically. I mean, repeated assets are kind of expected to a degree, but I feel like they were repeating the bosses that were poorly designed as opposed to the well-designed bosses. And even when they repeat well-designed bosses, like the Crucible Knight, for instance, they'd put two of them together in one area, and they'd overlap attacks, and you'd be expected to deal with them both, even though they're stood next to each other, and you can't really get hits in. That just seems unbalanced, which is another issue I have with the duo bosses in this game. I already explained this in one of the earlier parts when I was fighting the Erdtree Avatar clones, but just having bosses that duplicate, or having two of the same boss or whatever, even if they have different weapons, having them stood next to each other and then one hitting and overlapping attacks, one after the other, so you can't get a hit in really, and you're constantly pressured by them, it's not just not fun, but it's also not well designed. The entire point of duo bosses, or the best ones in the series, complement one another in terms of movesets. You'll have one that'll be a bit more aggressive and will come towards you, and one of them will hang back, and sometimes they might, you know, they might alternate in terms of aggression. That's how it works with the Demon Prince boss fight, and in terms of Ornstein and Smo, for instance, you have Ornstein who's fast, nimble, and aggressive and will come close to you, but he also is kind of squishy, he dies quite easily, he doesn't have a whole lot of health, so that's the trade-off. Then you have Smo who does a lot of damage and he's tanky, but he's very slow and lumbering, and he takes him a while to catch up to you because he's very slow, so you have plenty of room to breathe when dealing with Ornstein specifically. That arena is also way more suited to that fight because you have tons of pillars around the room that you can kite, avoid attacks, and basically just stand around them and heal. So you can separate yourself from the boss, so you never feel like you're being pressured too hard, but the boss still has enough aggression, damage, and moves that can just catch you off guard and deal with you. It feels well balanced. It's not too easy or too much of a joke that can be cheesed, but it's also not too difficult and punishing for the player, where it just feels unrewarding to fight, if that makes any sense. Unfortunately, there are plenty of duo bosses that have this issue. Godskin Duo, who I kind of liked at first because it kind of felt like it was echoing Ornstein and Smo to a degree. It was tougher and they did overlap attacks somewhat, but it didn't feel too brutal as they weren't super fast, and sometimes they'd stay back and throw fireballs at you anyway. And also there were a bunch of pillars around the room, so you could zone them off a little. My issue with that fight specifically was the fact that once you killed one of them, they'd just respawn, which made no sense, because if they can just respawn, then when you get the enemy felled text at the end of the boss, that doesn't really mean anything, because why are they now canonically dead if they can just respawn? This is why, if you kill them the first time, they should stay dead, and your reward for killing one of them is to fight the other boss unabated, and you're no longer under pressure anymore. That's the reward you get for dealing with a stressful situation by fighting a double boss fight. You know, it's tough to fight two enemies at the same time, especially if they're bosses. So when you go through the effort to kill one of them, you can breathe easy knowing that you've done the hard part. You've tackled the difficulty. Like, the challenge is not gone, but it's lessened now that you're just fighting one of them. But when you beat one of them and then try and fight the other, and then the other one just respawns, that's lazy as fuck, and I don't know why they did that, when they could have just had the boss have 2 health bars at the bottom, saying Godskin Apostle and Godskin Noble, and once you kill one of them and remove its health bar, it's gone, and then you've just got to fight the Noble or Apostle or whoever's left. So yeah, that had the potential to be a good dual boss, and then it ended up being a stinking pile of shit, so good job there. The Valiant Gargoyle dual boss, garbage. They overlap attacks so much, they just fucking stay next to each other. Why can't one stay at a distance? Just because one of them has a sword and an axe, and the other one has a twin blade and an axe, doesn't really make the fight interesting, especially if they're just stood next to each other. What I mean to say is them having different movesets doesn't mean it's fair and balanced, because one of them could have been a caster and sat towards the back, or could have had a bow or something and stayed a distance. Maybe both of them could have had a great bow and a weapon, so that one of them would have the weapon out and would come towards you aggressively, and the other one would have the bow out. And then, if you go close to the bow one, he would swap to a weapon because you're getting close to him. And the other one, who's, you know, a fair distance away, would then swap to a bow because they have to account for that distance. That's a way to make that more balanced, perhaps. You're still having to pay attention to the enemy at a distance. You're still having to dodge those attacks. You've not made the boss fight ridiculously easy, but you've just removed the bullshit. Now, you don't have to worry about dodging one attack the first time around, and then getting hit by the second attack from the other enemy, because they overlapped the attack, so you couldn't avoid it. So you spend most of those fights just running away, and running around the arena, and just trying to kite them, waiting for one of them to do an attack you can punish every 5 minutes. That's not good design. That's awful. That seems antithetical to what From Software do in terms of their boss design, and I don't like it. So anyway, that's another example of one that sucks. The Crucible Knight duo, same issue as the Valiant Gargoyles, they overlap attacks. The Erdtree Avatar duo in Mountaintops of the Giants, same issue. They have the same moveset, they pretty much overlap attacks. I don't really get it. I don't know why the duo bosses are so shit in this game. How have they gone backwards in terms of design? And then there's a lot of gimmick fights. Some are fun, like Rykard, where you can basically do really anything. Like, it doesn't matter what build you are because you can use the Serpent Slaying Spear. Because there's no stat requirements for it. All you really need to do is, as soon as you pick it up, leave the arena, and you might be able to teleport out. If not, then maybe you might be able to save quit out, whatever. But basically, teleport out, go and upgrade the weapon, then come back in, because you can do that before you you actually go close to the boss and activate the boss per se. So you can do that. You shouldn't have to. It should just deal enough damage off base, but it kind of doesn't. It is what it is. But I think that's a really good spectacle fight, and I like that a lot. But, you know, it's a good spectacle fight, but it's also a good gimmick fight. Although it is a bit annoying that you basically have to use the Serpent Slaying Spear if you're a melee build, which is different from Yhorm the Giant in Dark Souls 3, where the gimmick was that the Storm Ruler would do ridiculous amounts of damage to it and trivialize the boss. However, you could spend 10 minutes hacking at its legs for however long, you know, for however hard or enjoyable that is, I suppose. Not much. But if you spent 10 minutes hacking at its feet as a melee build without using the Storm Ruler, perhaps because you conscientiously object to using it, well, you can do that. You as a pure melee build, not using weapon arts or something, or using a broken straight sword or anything like that, you're not cut off from using that as a method. Bit different with Rykard though, because he has magma around him, so you really can't get close to him. So you're basically forced to use the spear or ranged attacks, which I'm not a fan of. I think the same went for the Fire Giant as well. You couldn't really damage him anywhere. Apparently you can hit his eye, but how do you hit that with a melee build? And I've literally seen people have the same take. It's like, sure, you can hit it with, like, arrows, but hardly anyone uses bows. And you have to use a bow to hit the weak point? Kind of seems counterintuitive to the point of an RPG, where you're allowed to use whatever build you want. And don't even get me started on Melania. Oh boy. Heal on hit, which is annoying. Let's be real. Saying that, defending that mechanic by saying that it's punishing you for basically being hit in the fact that she heals, that's not a defense, because the punishment for being hit is that you take damage. That is the punishment. It already existed. It already worked as intended. It basically meant that you can't get hit a certain amount of times or you die. And if you get hit, you have to heal, and if you get hit too many times without dying and you keep healing to offset that, you'll run out of flasks eventually because you only have a finite amount. That was the punishment. Getting hit and taking damage was the punishment. But now, you get hit, take damage, and she heals back the damage you've dealt, which is annoying because she already has a lot of health, and she has really fast attacks, and her health steal's pretty high. So It's just lazy padding to make the fight more difficult artificially. It's artificial. It's not more challenging in terms of the moveset or in terms of just her mechanics individually. It's just harder because, oh, just give her health siphon. Plus 20% of her health on hit or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever the numbers are for that. It's just bollocks. And don't even get me started on waterfowl. I mean, the only way you can really dodge it is pixel perfectly, I guess. Or using a fucking weapon that has Bloodhound Step. So you're having to use an Ash of War to dodge the attack. Either that, or you've got to be stood a certain distance away from the boss before it uses the attack. Which would be fine if it was an AoE, because that's kind of the point. You've got to get out of the area. But it's not an AoE. It's a tracking attack that follows you. I felt that there was a lot of that with bosses in this game. Attacks that felt undodgeable. Now, I'm not saying they literally are undodgeable. But if you're getting to the point where even the pros of the game are saying that it's ridiculously hard to dodge a move, then you might be going wrong in a few places. It's not saying that a move is undodgeable or you can beat the boss without being hit. You've just got to keep trying at it. Does not mean that's not a defense. That doesn't mean that the boss is well designed, because you can beat anybody. You can beat the Bed of Chaos without being hit. Is the Bed of Chaos good? I didn't think so. So you see my point. Whenever I criticize a boss mechanics, you know, I want to criticize the mechanics, and I don't want to be getting git goods in return, because you are not paying attention to my arguments. You are actively not listening. And you're just blindly defending shit. Remember, I love the Soul series. I love FromSoft's games. So I criticize from a place of love, you could say. I want them to be better. And that's why I was so disappointed with the bosses in this game. Because even when they were cool on a spectacle level, or in terms of the soundtrack, or in terms of the lore, they would often fucking fumble hilariously when it came to the boss mechanics, and it would feel like poorly balanced fights in conjunction with the other games. They were either way too easy or way too bullshit, and sometimes you'd get a nice balance in between. Sometimes you'd get bosses that were fairly easy but were good. You'd get bosses that were tough that were good, like Godfrey, or Godfrey/Horror Lou. We fought right here, by the way. He was a tough fight, and he had a lot of punishes for your moves. But I think he was pretty well balanced. So, I mean, his grabs are annoying, but it's just because I didn't know the timing of them. Because he delays them. Which I guess moves on to my next statement/criticism. It's really annoying that there's a lot of enemy attacks that are just so delayed in this game. And it's not just bosses, it's like regular enemies. Every enemy seems to like have at least 2 or 3 moves that seem to delay their fucking attack swings all the time. And the thing is, it's okay to have delayed attacks as a punish for the player dodging too early. It's supposed to, you know, it's supposed to tell the player that you shouldn't dodge too early and you should just wait for the right tell. Just pay attention, right? That's okay. I don't have an issue with that. Other Souls games have this too. It's not a new thing. So I'm not complaining at that. My complaint is that, and I think I said it while playing the game, it feels like there are so many enemies that always have them. I think it should be something that's used in moderation. You'll have a difficult boss that might have 1 delayed attack here and there. Like Mog, for instance. He had that overhead slam attack that he delayed really hard. And in the first fight with him, I got caught out by it so much because I rolled too early. And I got frustrated at that. But I was getting frustrated that my own idiocy for getting caught out by it. I was annoyed that I just kept getting caught out by it. But I think on one of the attempts, once I learned that move, I barely got caught out by it, if at all. So I don't have an issue with that. My issue is with certain bosses where they will just fucking hold their weapon there forever, and they'll hold it, and then they'll just swing absurdly fast in like light speed. So you just got to know the tell perfectly, and that's fine. But it's got to be used in moderation. When every attack is like that, when every enemy has something like that, when every boss has something like that, That's really fucking annoying. And there were so many times where I cherished an enemy just having a move where they just winded up and swung, and swung, and swung normally, that they were just straightforward to dodge. Delayed attacks are not bad design in of themselves, but they are really fucking irritating when they're overused, because it just feels like they're constantly just trying to catch you off guard. It's like having the imps behind the corners that just run out of nowhere and hit you. The first time, fine. The first few times, okay. But after the 20 millionth time, it's like, alright, I get it. You want me to check my corners. You don't need to do this all the time. In moderation, that's all we're asking for. Moderation. So, the thing is, obviously I'm not going to sit here and run through every boss. We'll be here all fucking day. And to be honest, before I criticize a lot of aspects of the game, I would want to play it more. This is just my first impressions, so, you know, just my first impressions of beating the game the first time. So yeah, the reason I'm so frustrated and I go on about the bosses so much is bosses are my favourite aspect of the Souls games, mechanically. So, even though other Souls games that I would praise, like Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro, they do have some stinker bosses, and they do have elements of boss fights that I don't think are perfect in any way, but they generally get the formula for bosses right. They generally seem to know what they're doing when they were designing those boss fights. So I think FromSoft deserve a lot of credit for that, and it shows that those are the last two From Software games to be released. It shows that they were learning from their mistakes and we're getting better when it comes to boss design. So what the fuck happened here? This is a step back, a significant step back. This is back to like Dark Souls 1 level boss design in certain aspects. And Dark Souls 1 has some good bosses like Artorias. It also has some really shit bosses, which is mostly what I'm referencing. Again, it's just a design philosophy. I think it's going backwards, and I hope if there's DLC for this game, they don't have bosses with fucking health steal gimmicks or what have you, because it's really annoying and it doesn't make the fights enjoyable at all. It completely detracts from my enjoyment. But anyway, enough with negativity. What's good about the game? The open world is sick. Seriously, it's very rarely I'm invested with an open world as much as this, but I went out of my way to just explore this. And I want you to compare this map here. I don't think I can zoom out anymore. Compare this map here to perhaps the first part of this series of videos, where I just had Limgrave unlocked and a couple Sites of Grace. Look at how fucking expansive this map is. And it's not even accounting for the underground areas. These areas look kind of small in comparison to the open world, but like even these areas feel very expansive by themselves. And you'll return to areas sometimes. Like we came through Siofra in like part 3 or something. And then we returned later to go to Necron, right? Is it Necron? Nokron. Yeah, we returned for to go to Nokron, and then we just came back to go to whatever this place is. I forget what this area is, but you know, Mug's place. So same with Insel River as well. We came down here the first time by just taking the elevator in the well to come through here. And I thought we could explore most of this area, but we couldn't really. Until we came back later, and we through Ranni's questline, and we could explore it. And then we went to the Lake of Ra, and then we went to Estelle, and then we came back out here. And if you remember, in the older parts, if you go back and check, remember how I constantly tried to get up to this area from either here or down here? And I think I tried getting up here because I assumed that one of the solutions for the paintings was up here. Yeah, it was just up here the entire time. So that's, well, sorry, what am I saying? The painting solution was not up here, but I did think it was, and I had no idea how to get up here, so, you know, that was a bit annoying. And then when I eventually had the chance to come up here, I was like, oh! This is how we get here, like, however many hours later. And that was cool, I really liked that. And I love a lot of the visual and aesthetic design. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's some of From Software's best. Seriously, at least in terms of just the open world, I think From Software fucking nailed it. I think they nailed it. And it is a bit of a bummer that I think they flubbed really hard on the boss department, because, man, if the bosses were even close to being the best in the series, this game could be a just flat out 10 out of 10 in my books. I'm not exactly sure what score I'd give it, but I'm hovering around an 8 or so, probably. But that's my opinion, and that's specifically based off of the bosses. I know some people probably don't care about the bosses as much as me, but when I get really disappointed with them, it drags the score down, like, pretty notably. So, yeah. There's a lot of... The exploration is just fantastic. That's all I was trying to say. And don't worry, I'm not gonna don't get caught up on any of my scoring for a video game in, like, out of 10. It's rather arbitrary, it doesn't mean much. I could give... I don't know, back in the day, I would have given Skyrim a 10 out of 10. And then I'd play a game that I think is way better than it, like The Witcher 3, and I'd also give that a 10 out of 10, right? And by the way, 10 on my scale doesn't mean perfect. No game is perfect. I mean, this game is proof that no game is perfect. For what parts of this game feel like it's pushing close to perfection, there's some caveats and issues here and there. And I've been over a few of them, I think. So, yeah. Like I said, no game is perfect, but I don't think that... If that's the case, then what's the point in having a 10 out of 10 scale if nothing can achieve 10 because nothing's perfect? To me, 10 on the scale doesn't mean perfect, it just means masterpiece. It means basically close to perfect. Like there's flaws with it, but there's so much good there, it's almost perfect. So, and like I said, I think the only way you can give a 0 out of 10 to a game is if you literally cannot play it, and you just move around the map or something, and you're falling through the world, and it's unbeatable, and you literally just, like, it's not a complete game, it's literally just the scaffolding of the game, and you're just falling through the map and shit. So anyway, enough about that. So the upper world is sick, the lore is, and storytelling is fine, I guess. I mean, it's not really my area of expertise when it comes to Souls games. They're always very vague. A lot of it's hidden behind item descriptions. I'm only going to be able to understand the lore and storytelling if I play the game a lot more and watch Vati videos, I guess, to see what he says on things. His videos are really good, by the way. Check them out. I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably already do watch Vati's videos, though, so... I mean, let's talk about some other things. Well, you've probably already clicked off at this point, but if you are still here... I mean, I haven't really explored much with the weapons and builds, I suppose. I mean, we dabbled with this weapon, which... I mean, it's probably... This weapon could be good in PvP, maybe? I mean, Scarlet Rot is, really annoying. It could be, I'm not sure. So the thing is, obviously I'm not going to know the viability of a whole bunch of weapons in this game, but I'm sure they're good for the most part. Where did I get this from? McKellen Knight's Sword. Haligtree, perhaps? Yeah. So there's definitely a bunch of weapons. I think From Software tried to make it so that most things in the game are viable, but I didn't think they succeeded with that. And not to go back to the bosses, but I do think the boss design specifically is one of the reasons that they fumbled on this. As you saw with, not just Millennia, but a lot of late game bosses, even ones that I was fighting with, like Moonveil and stuff, or Hand of Millennia, like Godfrey, for instance. Imagine if I had to fight Godfrey using an Ultra Greatsword. Imagine, like, a lot of bosses, especially in the late game, are so fast and hit so hard that it feels ridiculously difficult to try and trade hits with Ultra Greatswords. It just doesn't feel viable half the time. So it feels like Ultra Great Swords used to be... The reason I used an Ultra Great Sword for most of the playthrough is because those are my favourite kinds of weapons. I just like the giant heavy blades, like Guts' Dragon Slayer or Cloud's Buster Sword, where you're just going around crushing shit. They're super satisfying, and they do a lot of damage, and I mean, I just like the satisfaction of dodging dodging a boss's attacks and then just following up with a rolling R1 from an Ultra Greatsword and dealing decent damage. But I don't think they're very viable, because they're way too slow, especially for how fast certain enemies in this game are, and they don't really do much more DPS over time than a katana, which also has blood buildup, which the Ultra Greatswords do not have. So, again, I think stuff like katanas... There's a reason I've been hearing weapons like Moonveil are so meta, and it's because these weapons just have such great AR, and they're so quick and consume so little stamina, and have pretty solid weapon arts, and they have extra stuff like bleed as well, which a lot of enemies are susceptible to. So you see people just stay behind meta weapons like this, which would be fine if Ultra Greatswords were more viable, but as you saw when I was fighting Malenia, Ultra Greatswords just weren't working against her. She was just too fast, and she was getting health back when she hit me, which happened a lot because I was trading hits, because my weapon was so slow. But you really cannot trade hits against her when she gets health back. That's the problem. And I feel like there's so many weapons that aren't viable. And there was what weapon did I use? It was this. It was the Gargoyle's Heavy Greatsword, which I upgraded a little, and I fought against one of the... a boss that wasn't even that strong per se, and yet it felt like it was basically tickling the boss. It's a +8 Greatsword. It should deal more damage than it does sometimes. So, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like heavier weapons are just not viable in this game, unless there's a patch to make them more viable, I suppose. But as usual, there's a lot of weapons here, and there's a lot of room for experimentation. So, I'm sure that'll be great. I didn't really use guard counters much. I guess they'd be good. But, like I said, I kind of wanted to stay away from doing those, because they feel a little cheap, in my opinion. But one thing I will note is it's incredibly cool that there are a lot more bosses in this game that you can parry. I feel like with Dark Souls 3, for instance, a criticism I have with that game, is there's a lot of bosses it feels you can parry that you can't. You can parry both Gundyr fights, you can parry Pontiff Sullivan, but you can't parry... I mean, can you parry Lorien? Something tells me you might be able to, off the top of my head. I'm not... Can you? I'm not sure on that one. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But you can't parry Gale, for instance. He has a sword. He has pretty reasonable, normal telegraphed swings. You should be able to parry him. Can you parry Frida? I don't know. You can't parry the Soul of Cinder. Even the Gwyn phase. You can't parry Nameless King. There's so many bosses that have normal swings that it feels like you can't parry in that game, and it's really annoying. I'm specifically talking about bosses, of course, and normal enemies you can. But bosses that have moves where you use weapons and just swing them normally, it feels like you can't parry them. And in this game, it seems to have gone back more to Dark Souls 1's style of parrying, where even if the attack looks really big and ridiculous and you think you can't parry it, you probably can. So, I was even parrying Loretta when she was on a horse. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do that, but you can, and that's really cool. Also, yes, you can parry Malenia, apparently. I don't know if I brought this up before, I might have. But you have to parry one of her attacks 3 successive times in a row before it staggers her, and you can get the riposte. How are you supposed to know that without just randomly parrying a million times? I don't know. The entire point is that, and as you saw if you go and watch my opening few attempts on the Malenia fight, I just tried parrying her, And I was like, after parrying her a bunch of times, she keeps leaping backwards and has that little sound effect where it almost seems like she can't be parried. And I was like, oh, so you can't parry her then? Oh well. And then I moved on. Because why would I think to parry her 3 separate times? As far as I'm concerned, if I don't get a parry after the first attempt, well, if her sword hits the shield and I parry it and then she backs off and it makes a weird sound, then I'm going to assume you can't parry her at all. I'm not going to assume, oh, I just need to parry her 2 more times for her next 2 hits. That feels antithetical to the game design. Again, it's not giving any contextual cues to the player at all. As the player, I would never have guessed that unless I saw someone else do it, which I did. So, and I'm curious how they knew about that. Did they seriously just keep parrying until they just magically got it? Anywho. So, yeah. That's my take on that anyway. I know I've been rambling here for a while. But this is supposed to be my post-game summary. It is off the cuff and not scripted. That's why I'm rambling a lot. I apologize. I mean, yeah. So I just wish that heavier weapons were more viable, I guess. I like the armor sets in the game. The fashion's cool. I mean, it's only fashion I really care about. Let's be real. Poise doesn't mean shit still. You can have the heaviest armor in the game and still get staggered by a fucking rat or a dog when it bites you, or a dragonfly that just goes "Eh," and does its little nip at you, and you'll still get staggered in full fucking plate armor. Dark Souls 1 seems to be the only game that got poise correct, really. If you go against like the Four Kings, for instance, or Gwyn, and you wear full havels, even a swing that would normally knock you off balance will still damage you, but you'll just be able to fucking hyper armor through it like a Chad. That was the point of poise, that you'd wear super heavy armor, which would be... The trade-off would be you wear super heavy armor, which means you're fat rolling, so your movement's going to be really limited. But the trade-off is that you have reduced damage and very high poise. You'll still take hits, and it'll be really tough to get away from AoEs, and there will still be attacks that will knock you down, and the like, but you'd be able to just tank through a lot of hits without getting staggered or knocked down, and that was the point of poise. It was a really cool mechanic, and I liked it a lot, but poise just got fucked up in Dark Souls 3, and it's not been fixed, so I don't know what to do with that. Yeah, fashion's cool anyway. 4 talisman slots, it seems it maxes out at, unless there's a hidden talisman pouch somewhere. Again, a lot of talismans that do a lot, you know, they have a lot of uses. Useful enough, I suppose. I don't have anything to complain about on that front, or talk about, really. Oh, of course, there's a whole bunch of other stuff here, and I guess I might as well use them. Because we've got some, like, for instance, we've got some items that we could use. Maybe I could do that and just mess around with them, because we haven't used a lot of these items at all. Yeah, I suppose we'll do that. So let's equip a whole bunch of them. Poison stone. Let's just see what they look like, right? Like, we haven't used a lot of the greases, so it'd be worth using those as well to see what they do. Oh, go back. Let's take a look. So what's poison stone look like? Pretty standard. That's pretty sick, actually. Cluster bomb. That's useful, I think. It does consume FP, but that's the trade-off, right? And that's a ranged one. Alright. Oh my goodness, that's fucking strong. My word. Yeah, a lot of those look really cool. Quite useful as well, hopefully. It uses FP to spray spirit vapor. Let's look at these. Ah, I could have used this. I could have used this against Morg. I didn't know I had it, really. Don't have enough FP. Let's go sit down. Okay. Ah, that's really cool. Just a constant area of effect heal. Frenzy Flamestone. That's the opposite. I only had one of those. I guess we'll look at the grease effects. I mean, we've seen some of these, right? Let's just try them all. I know the Dragon Wound grease lets me do special dragon attacks. So that's the one that I'm most interested in seeing. Okay. What weapon is gonna take advantage of this? I mean, where's the, just take a basic Uchi. Fire grease. Cover the blade in fire. Pretty straightforward. Looks nice visually. Yeah, I do like the look of the flames. I will say, though, that Sekiro has Divine Confetti, which is like the coolest looking weapon buff in the series, I think. So... yeah, that's pretty neat. I like it. Alright. Magic grease. That's gonna be blue. Blue shit. Looks nice. It's like a lightsaber, actually. Okay. Lightning grease. Lightning obviously has an awesome sound effect. That hasn't changed. Good to see. I'm gonna guess lightning is one of the stronger ones. It's basically just gold pine resin, so... Alright, next one is Holy, I believe. Nice. It's a nice looking effect. like it. Poison. Pretty standard. Scarlet Rot. Makes it stinky. The stinky blade. Alright. And blood. Just makes it red. Almost demonic looking. Sticking this on a weapon that already has bleed on it too is pretty crazy. Oh yeah, sleep's a mechanic in this game that I pretty much never used. What's this? Shield grease. I didn't even know about this. Okay. I mean, will that work on a weapon? I guess it will, right? And then we have a whole bunch of summons and the like. I definitely do like that there's a lot of different buffs you can apply to weapons in this game. Feels like a lot more than previous titles. And the visual effects are pretty nice too. Quite very peaceful looking, actually. Alright, this is the one I wanted to test. Dragon Wound Grease. What does this do, then? Enables special dragon attacks. I'm not seeing it. It does get rid of the, Wait, sorry, no, I'm not using Moon Veil, so that doesn't make sense. Can I see a description of this? Wait, sorry. Granting special dragon attacks. Granting anti-dragon effects. That's not what it says. It says dragon attacks, as if I'll be able to do, like, special moves and shit. It doesn't say anti-dragon. Right, so this is what you apply when you're fighting dragons. Okay. Fair enough. Not as special as I was gonna assume. I guess we're gonna see if the shield grease... No, you can't apply it. But if I do that... it basically creates magic shield. Fair enough. So I can't use it on weapons. Right. Well, 'tis a shame. And I think that's all of the... basically all of the worthwhile stuff we could have checked. Suppose we'll do... I mean, what other crafting stuff do we have? There's a whole bunch of them, but... I don't want to sit here forever just looking through them. You can get stronger versions of torrent heals, which I pretty much didn't really need to use. Either torrent doesn't take that much damage, or you he either doesn't take much damage, or if he dies, you just replenish him with a flask. He's back at full health, so... I mean, if you get knocked off the horse, you're probably dead anyway, so... Whatever. Guess we could just take a quick gander through the inventory. We've already looked through items. All of the ashes are here. Gonna assume we've got most of them in the game. Doubt we have all of them. A whole bunch of crafting materials that I haven't really had to use because most of the things you can craft are worthless. 3 golden seeds that we can't use at all. So you get a surplus amount. A whole bunch of crafting materials and 7 ancient dragon smithing stones. The game gives you a lot of them. We have 1 more somber stone as well. So it's useful to have, I suppose. A whole bunch of glove warts. Strengthened ashes to +10. Renowned ashes. I don't know what the difference between ashes and renowned are. What's renowned? Does it say? It doesn't really detail what's considered renowned or what. Doesn't tell you. I think we have all of the runes, I believe. All of the great runes. Got a lot of the tiers. Probably, I don't know if we got all of them. We got this great rune as well. Oh, shit, never mind. We didn't ever go for this. Great rune of Sharberamog. Seek the divine tower of East Altus, which stands beyond the Great Bridge from Lindell's Eastern Ward. Can we do this? Can we go back and do this? Or have we already exhausted that with Morgoth? Oh shit, we need to go back to the Dragon Communion place as well. There's a whole bunch of other key items here that we can't really do much with right now. Gonna be attributed to quest lines. We have a bell bearing. It allows you to buy animal bones. Wonderful. And we got a whole shit ton of spells. And ashes of war. Been over the weapons. Pretty much all of them, right? I don't think we... I mean, I'm pretty sure we did most of these. I'm gonna take it on assumption that we did all of the paintings. Sheets of Amberlight. Oh. That's where the Lanciax was. That's where she was. Okay, so. I suppose we can go and get these other great runes. If that's possible. First we'll go to Dragon Communion. See what we can do here. I was hoping to just end here, but It's good that I looked through my inventory, because we've got some more stuff. There should be some more dragon spells here. Oh, where's the Moonlight Greatsword? Dark Moon Greatsword, I meant. Theodorix's Magma. You reckon I can purchase all of them now? I can, right? Spews Magma Breath of Theodorix from above. 21 Faith, 14 Arcane. The name of the ancient troll warrior Theodorix lives on as a hero of the war against the giants. Yeah. Now we just need to go to the East Altus Tower, which is... where exactly? Here. So will I be able to activate Mug's rune? Or does the game only take precedence for the first rune? Oh, no. There's another one. And this does what exactly? Grants a blessing of blood to phantoms. A great rune of the Shardbearer Mug. Its blessing grants a blessing of blood to summon phantoms and imparts a phantom great rune upon successful invasion. What? Imparts a phantom great rune upon a successful invasion. Mug and Morgott are twin brothers, and their great runes are naturally similar, but Mug's rune is soaked in accursed blood from his devout love for the wretched mire that he was born into far below the earth. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I guess it's just, if you invade, use it. I mean, I don't have any intentions of doing that, so... okay. Well, unless there's anything else, I think that's a good place to wrap up the entire game. So, what would I say about the game? I'd say I like it generally, mostly, but there's a lot of areas that disappointed me greatly. So, I mean, I've already been over that. I'm not going to bore you to death with it again. But anyway, to a degree, however, I will say that it was pretty damn enjoyable just playing the game as a whole, and there's a lot to tackle. We fully upgraded the flasks all the way. I think we got all of the, we got, I mean, I guess we can check. Charges at maximum. Amount of HP FB your flasks replenished cannot be increased any further. So yeah, we have maximum flasks, which is 14 and plus 12, which is really weird. Surely it'd be like 15 plus 15 or something. I don't know why it's 14 and 12. Those are pretty random as far as numbers go. So that's strange. Anyway, I guess we could check. I mean, if you want to know what my final level and stats are, you're probably not going to be able to see the top right because the camera's there. But, yeah. 165 as the soul level or rune level. Almost costs 200k to level up once now. 53 vigor, 30 endurance, 16 strength, but that's after the respec. 70 dex and 48 int. I guess... actually... I have the statistics pre-respec. So one moment. Here we go. So before respecing during the Millennia fight, I had 58 vigor, 16 mind, 24 endurance, 45 strength, 27 dex, 15 and 8 faith, 8 arcane. So I actually ended with more int than strength, funnily enough. that was because my strength was buffed through other sources. So I think I had like 55 strength, really. So yeah, those are my final stats. Pretty high as far as soul level goes, but even then, like, some of the endgame content is difficult. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, I've no idea what I'm really doing next once I've edited and uploaded these. I think I said at the start, I'm probably going to go back to working on my FF7 remake critique. I still need to gather footage for, you know, just a whole bunch of things for that. But I'm going to focus on working on editing this series now. When you're seeing this, I uploaded part 3 the most recently. So I have just recorded these as much as possible in bulk, really. Taking time off here and there. So I've got a lot to catch up on. That's gonna be fun. I'll probably do, like... I mean, I want to do a highlight video to basically encapsulate just the entirety of this playthrough in one video. So I will definitely do that. But after that, I mean, the Cuphead DLC releases in a couple months. I don't know if I'm gonna record that at all. Might want to play through that game again. If you want, I don't know. I mean, if you want to see me rage at that, because that shit's gonna be hard. You know it will be. And I don't really know. I mean, I guess just watch out for more of my content in the future, I guess, because I don't really have anything planned. Anyway, enough rambling. That's all. I'm just gonna get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time in whatever project I pursue going forward. So see you then. Peace.